All right, what's up y'all? Jesse here with Southern Reels Fishing, and I just wanted to do a real quick on the water tutorial for sheepshead fishing. Now, I've talked about this a lot sitting in my shop, and you can only take so much from that. It's really good to actually do one of these out on the water, so I just wanted to do one real quick. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm out here on this bridge. I'm in about 55 feet of water right now. That's just where I happen to find some at today. Light tackle, 15-pound braid, 3000 series reel, 15-pound leader. 20's fine, 30's fine, really don't matter. I wouldn't go under 15. And I got a jig here, 3/4 ounce. Get wet lures, actually, jig that I've tried today, and they work very good. And I use fiddler crabs, of course. And you can't beat them for sheepshead, in my opinion. And I just go through the back leg like so, curve it out around to where it hides the hook. The point just is barely sticking out this other side here. It's kind of slack current right now, so it's really easy to do this. You want some moving water. I mean, I'm not saying you can't catch them when there's no current. Current seems to help for some reason. It locates them on the pilings. I start at about 5 foot line out. I get right up against that piling and I drop it down. And in this case, since I know they're, 20 to 30 feet, what I'll do is just go ahead and kind of pull 5 more out like that by flipping the bail, drop it down. Now I'm at 10 feet. I do 5 foot at a time so I can keep track of my jig depth, so I know where I'm at. So right now I'm at 15. And I had one. I'm sitting here trying to show you how to do it, and I'm about caught one. All right, another crab. So basically what I was doing is working it down 5 foot at a time so I know what depth I'm at when I get a bite. So you want to use as light of a jig as possible. That's the biggest thing I've learned. The smaller the jig body, the better. It tends to spook the sheepshead a lot less, especially in clear conditions. So go as light as you can. If you're not getting any bites on a jig, go lighter. Usually the most I ever use is 1 ounce in really heavy current. Typically I'm rocking a 1/2 or 3/4. And you want to keep it right against that piling. That's another big thing. You don't want it to get away from the piling. No more than a foot or so away from it if you can help it. And that can be hard, especially in current. That's where they are. They're there chewing on that piling. So if you watch your line and you see your line starting to angle away from the piling, you might as well go and pull it up and start dropping it down again. You got to be right on that piling. Now, I'm not saying you can't catch them out in between sometimes, but it's rare. Usually they're going to be chewing on this piling and this crab just happens to come by in front of them and they're like, ooh, hey, look at that. Just get it in that calm spot. Right now the current's coming this way, so there's a calm spot right here. That's where I can actually get it down and just continue dropping it real slow, until you feel that bite. And a lot of times it's not a bite. A lot of times they just grab it and pick it up. Sometimes your rod just bends over and goes and there's no noticeable bite. Honestly, that's something you just got to get used to. You just got to do it. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of crabs learning, so just be prepared for that. Just keep dropping it down nice and slow. Right now I'm at about 25 feet. My line is straight down, right against the pilings, right where it should be. Usually I'll stay on a piling for maybe 5 minutes at the most and then move on, unless you get a bite. If you get a bite, it's worth hanging out and catching that fish. You'll get 2 or 3 chances before he just gets spooked. After you catch a fish off of a piling, though, a lot of times it creates so much commotion that you have to kind of come back, give it some time, go fish another piling for a while, and if you come back and there's still fish there, a lot of times you'll catch them then. But that's kind of just the way it works, it seems. Oh, there we go. Yep. I got that one about 25 feet. And you want to get away from the piling as quick as you can, because they'll wrap you quick. Back away, keep tension on it, and just let them wear themselves out. These are pretty decent sized sheepshead out here. The technique works good. I mean, I've been using it for years. A friend of mine taught it to me. I adapted it to jigs, which I have found work extremely well, especially in clear water. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. That's a citation for sure. He is 25 incher. Well, there you go, folks. Quick on the water tutorial on how to catch sheepshead. Got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Peace out.